what I would want to see and what I would want to happen in the church and stuff like that. So I get that number, I talk to them, I call them, hit them up, see how the day going, let them open up, let them talk about anything that's on their mind, and most times I try to reach them on their level, which allows them to trust me more. So it's a lot of different things, a lot of different things that goes on in the church. So, I just love ministry altogether, and I just want to say I appreciate what you're doing, VC.
I appreciate you for being a part of this process. Uh, all I wanted to say is that I heard that you take these kids out of town, and that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Where did you get the funds to do that?
We do like we raise money, and people sow seeds to their life, or we'll take the funds from the church and we'll use that. But most of the times we just raise the money up within the church. We do like plate sales. We do the open seed ministry. We also do like like Mr. Russell said earlier. People give money in secret. They don't want no recognition behind it. So we have a lot of people that's willing to do things like that, and they don't want the recognition for it. So yeah, we have different people in different places where the money comes from.
See, I wanted to touch on that topic now, because you're kind of bridging the gap a little bit with the entertainment by taking them out of town, showing them different aspects of life, and that's wonderful to show the youth that. Because if you keep them in the city, they're going to feel like they can't never get out. They're like crabs in a barrel, and they don't see anything else, and they're stuck there. But when you're taking them out of the city, and you're showing them different parts of life, man, it's amazing. I remember when my mother would take me to see the Philadelphia Youth Orchestra, and it was downtown Philadelphia. And as a kid, you never really get to enjoy that part of the city because you're from the poverty sections, and you feel like everything costs too much. And most parents don't take you out to see different things like that. So when I got to see the Philadelphia Orchestra, man, I was like, wow, that blew my mind away. That was like a whole different way of living, the different culture of music, the way that they dressed, the way that they spoke to each other, the quietness, but it was still entertaining. And to be able to just experience that made me want to play the violin and just be a part of something different. And then my mom hooked me up to buying ice skates, and I got in and I fell in love with playing hockey. And it just gave me a different look of you can do this, you can do that. And I think people need to open up their minds and be able to show people different parts of life. And what you're doing is definitely paramount. And it just gives people that hope. The hope that they don't have to be stuck into something that they're here. A lot of kids are born into situations that they didn't produce. Just giving them a different thing to do. That's why I speak about entertainment so much, because if you don't fulfill their minds and you don't give them hours of activity that's meaningful, that's going to change their lives, they're definitely going to go out there and sell drugs, kill people, be a part of gangs, rape women, strip clubs, all types of things that we don't endorse. So I say what you're doing right now is meaningful. But I say when it comes to the money aspect, I always question that with churches. And I'm going to go back to you, Mr. Russell. Like, after all of this time of the church existence, we have to think that we're missing the mark. When it comes to poverty in the churches and how we create money and use that money to go back to the people of the church, we have to start thinking that we have to do something different. We can't keep saying, we got to rub our 2 cents together, and then we can take these kids out, we can feed them, we can get them to a different city. What is your way, Mr. Russell, at your church, that's to create extra funds to do entertaining things for the kids? Not even just for the kids, because older people in their 20s and their 30s and their 40s, they still like to enjoy life.
Right.
So where does your funds come from that?
Okay. Like Mr. Leslie said, a lot of times they have fundraising to raise money for special activities in the church. Like, it's a lot of things that they do in my church. They have like movie nights where the kids come out and watch movies together with the parents. They have activities, Girl Scout, Boy Scout. They got that in the church for the young people that want to get involved. They also take trips like King Dominion and places like that, take the kids out. They got MIM, while they be dancing in front of church. You know, the young people, they love that.
Yeah.
Keep them involved because, like you said, the devil got so much more to offer than the church does. So, there's a lot of people in our church, like the youth ministry, they try to do things that keep the kids focused. And we also have a scholarship program that when they go off to college, we give them $500 to help them to start the first year in school as a freshman.
Nice.
You give them a Bible and tell them when they go off to college to find them a good church to go to. Just because you're not at home don't mean stop going to church. Always put God first and keep Him first in your life. So it's a lot of things that we do at our church. We have a men ministry where they go on Saturday morning, get the homeless, bring them there, feed them first, and then give them physical food, and then they turn around and give them the spiritual food.
Nice.
15 minutes sermonette.
That's what I appreciate about the realness of people. Some people just pray for people, but when you actually give them some substance,
Yep.
that's what the Bible says you do. You don't just pray. If you have it to give, you give it to them.
Exactly.
And I appreciate that you said that. But for me, I'm here because all my life I lived out of fun, out of entertainment, but it was on the wrong side of the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm here to see what people have to say, what they think, what they're already doing. And it's not just for the sake. I mean, for me, I feel like I've been called to go out there on the streets. Just ask people, like, why do you do what you do? Don't you think that we can make money together? Don't you think we could do things differently? That's going to work out better than the consequences that you're about to adhere to because you think this life is better. I understand that people think that the church is boring, and I feel like I'm here to shake it up a little bit because I want to get people into a whole new church, not to change the ways of praising God, not changing the way of the way we read the Bible or anything like that, but the activities that we do during the week, the activities that keep us sanctified, that keep us closer to God and growing with God during the week. I feel like it's not adding up. From Sunday to Sunday, that whole in between those days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a lot of people out there are lost. And the people that don't even go to church, they look down at the church. They say, well, if God is everything, then why are y'all broke? Why are y'all hypocrites? Why are y'all here with us? They don't understand that we're supposed to connect the dots. I love to be around people that don't even believe in God because I want to see why they think the way they think and do the things that they do. So make them see that we all aren't fake and corny and soft. I got some real men here in this barbershop that's representing God, that's married and everything and doing it the whole right way, and I love it. I love to be around that to represent God the right way. And we definitely have to open up our eyes and just show people that it's something else that we could do besides just go to church. That we can make money together, that we can learn. Everything should be at the church. Learning how to do multimedia at the church.
Yes.
Learning how to make money at the church.
That's right.
Learning how to do everything for God at the church. Everyday living, man. We should make our own TV shows, our own movies, our own actors, our own actresses. Everything should be at the church. We shouldn't have to go somewhere else. And that's what I'm here today to open that whole avenue of entertainment, avenue of getting money, of fixing our credit. All of that should be offered at the church. We should be taught that at the church. We shouldn't have to go anywhere else. Coaching, mentoring, time consuming, all of that time management should be done at the church. If you play sports, do it for the church. We shouldn't look at the church league like that's the worst league to play at. That should be the best league to play at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to regenerate our resources, our energy, start being creative. The reason why I came out with the VS clothing line is so people will recognize me, not so I could get praise for repping God, but when I walk down the street, the homeless man, he'll see 10 people, but he come right to me because he believe in God. He got to give me money. And I want to know that man is homeless. So when he come to me, I know he really know that I'm going to give it to him, and I feel good that I was able to help him. Because at the end of the day, he going to go to other people, and they definitely, most likely going to tell him no. And then I might have missed him because I didn't even know he was homeless. I was just looking at him. He probably was just talking to him. I ain't pay him no attention. And I just want to be not just an open symbol for the homeless to ask for money or food or whatever, for the people that's out there hurting. My thing is all of my money goes back, most of my money goes back into the gambling addiction, into addiction, period.